again there, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop on in. So we're going to do something a little different. Yost has this league that he's doing, so we're going to run that. He called out for trophy hunters, and we here. So, anyways, we're just winding down practice. I think there's only a couple seconds left. Matt freaking beat us right there at the line, but yeah, I mean, we're running, I think it's the iRacing setup, I think. If it is, man, this thing, it needs some more gear in it. Or a little less gear in it, because this thing is chipping like better than halfway down the straightaway. It is something else. Like we are riding the chip into the corner. Like we're just not going fast enough, But it is what it is, and we'll make the best of it. It'll probably be fine for later on in a run if we get a green run, but we'll see. We got James G in here.
Mr. Young.
Girl. Trophy hunters rule. Yeah, there you go, Yost. Where are you? Because I don't see a Scott Yost in here. Actually, hold on. I want to see one thing here real quick. Let's go to the info here. Track's over 74. The weather's 74, so it's about as good as it's going to get. Randy made you stay in Michigan. Oh, man. Well, you can watch us run your league from here, bud. So 619, I think it's a little cooler than it was in practice because nobody was down in the sixes in practice. Nobody. Except for us and a couple other drivers. And now we've already got four in the sixes already. One low in the sixes. So see what we can do, because there's nothing we can change on this setup. There's nothing we can do. We can't change the brake bias. We can't do nothing. So we got one lap to get a good run in here.
Green flag. Here comes the first time lap. One more lap.
This thing is climbing all over the chip, man. It kills me. Because we could be going so much faster. Yeah. No, this is fixed. So it's a really easy series to run, and I know Yost is getting decent turnout for this thing, so we just haven't had a moment to run it. But you come back from vacation early, and you have time to do stuff. So right now we've got it on pole by about a half a tenth, but we'll see. Fixed since when? Fixed since probably forever there, Jack. Because of hell, Michigan. Go to Michigan. Park it right here with the Knievels. No changes. Looks great. How many entries do we have in here? I think we had 17. I think. Brian Zimmerman! Well, how about the N Yost is here? Okay. Yeah, get you some, Zimmy. Oh, you made it. Awesome. So Zimmerman has connected. It's amazing. I'm not logged up. I don't know how you'd be here unless you're just listed as an admin. Well, Zimmy, the best advice I can tell you is drive this thing in deep. Drive this thing in deep and just be careful on the throttle coming up out of 4. That's the way every super late setup is. At 5 flags anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. Got the Rudd cam. Yeah. I know. I'm glad that they showed that. I think Jalopnik posted a video of Ricky Rudd's feet, saying that like, oh, you think NASCAR drivers aren't talented? And watch Ricky Rudd and just fucking crazy. Or was he doing? You can't even heel toe in this. Because it's not heel toe in this with these stupid little stubby pedals and stuff. It's more like heel, like side of your foot. We're going to need it, BJ. P18. Ah, come on. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Zimmy's not going to qualify. I know Zimmy. He's going to run around the back. So Yost is apparently still in Michigan.
Say what now?
I said I think Yost is still in Michigan. I know he was visiting up there and he met Randy Wilkins. I think he's still up there.
Oh, what a great state. Of course, I'm a little partial because that's where I'm from.
Paul, you're in the back for race 2. Ah, well, okay. Can he be expected? Yost is in my live stream chat. He is asking for the admin Thomas.
Yeah, when Scott made me admin, he made me league admin, but I don't have race control permissions for this race.
Oh, great. Do we have admin powers?
But I can go over rules real quick. This will be 30 laps, no cautions. I believe you have one fast repair at your disposal. Yep, you do.
Oh, you get one quick repair.
We don't have to wait on iRacing green. We're just running by standard iRacing rules, so the start will be on the leader. The second session will open up at 10 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a second 30-lap race. The top 3 finishers from the first race will start at the rear of the second race. And the way we're going to end up doing that is just by having the top 3 not take a lap. This is by far the largest car count that's come out for this league so far, so I want to thank everybody for coming out. Let's go have some fun, and like I said, it'll be 30 laps green, one fast repair at your disposal, and no cautions.
No cautions.
Nice job, Thomas. One correction, it's 35.
Thomas on Thomas love.
Yeah, appreciate it. I got a league invite from Mr. Yost.
I'm going to have a word with our boss man about changing the lap count on me. He told me it was 30.
So he says in the chat, thought it was 35 laps. Ba-bam. Just wish this thing had a little bit more gear in it.
To an audience of thousands, possibly even millions around the globe, so let's keep the language in check for this one.
TG with the lime and
Are we live
yellow.
stream?
I am.
Cool.
Digging that paint, Thomas. That thing is cool.
1 lap till we go green.
Thank you, sir.
Heard something just
Which paint job
disconnect.
is that?
The really loud one starting outside pole.
Oculus recommends War of Worlds. Thanks, Oculus. Go home. So we're just going whenever after pace car's off?
Get ready.
Fire when ready.
Well, we're gonna go.
Pace car's in. Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
So we're gonna try and keep rear tires on this car. That's gonna be the battle that we struggle with all night. Like, you can cut the thing sideways up off the corners, no problem.
Direct entering 4, or entering 1.
Go car up high. Got a car down
Entering.
ahead.
Exiting
Go car
4.
down low. Go high.
So Thomas is probably going to stay with us. I think he's probably got a little bit more experience with this setup than we do. Oh, sideways through that whole corner pretty much, felt like. One thing I will say is this thing takes a lot of wheel to put in it to get it to turn. You can drive it real hard into center if you want.
I don't know if it's just me, but Shannon, you blinking.
Shannon, you blinking.
Yeah, it could be me. Is it bad?
The thing is like,
On my
you
related,
can't really dime in the
yeah,
corners
but
because you
in
get
front
to
of
the
me,
rev limiter so fast. So you almost are better off running this really low line around here, which I don't normally run because it's not the fastest way around. Like, you're better off to basically arc it from high to low in 3 and 4, and in this setup it's a little bit different because you don't have all that motor to take full advantage of that big run you get off the top.
Low car down low. Go high.
Sorry guys, I was trying to get into the pit and I slid past it. Didn't mean to get in your way.
Car stop low. Go high.
That was an opportune place for Thomas and our mirror there to catch that lapper. He could not get down to the bottom. It's really hard to get from the bottom down, or from the top down to the bottom in 1 and 2 if you don't enter low. Just like that, we are almost halfway home here.
I'm coming out of the pits, coming out of the pits. Sorry, Thomas.
Oh. Thomas got knocked way back in line in our mirror.
Car stop low.
Sorry, on.
Oh, we just gave it all back to him right there. So it's only 0.6 back to him. I mean, we're not running away by any means here.
You guys want a lap car, stay to the inside or the outside?
It's just kind of stable. I mean, most of the times we're very, very similar in practice anyway. Provided you don't do that. Heating up those rear tires is your enemy. Looks like Thomas did the same thing. He's still 0.6 back here. So you can get him hot and it actually gets through 1 a little bit better. But it's just not very good through 3 and 4 like that. Probably going to see us doing that till the end of this race. So we only got 10 to go, luckily.
laps left.
And we are catching legitimate lap traffic now. Oof.
Outside. They're outside.
Coming.
I think we're probably pretty good if we can just keep the thing pointed straight.
Car outside. 5 laps to go. They're outside. Got a car stopped ahead. Slow car up high. Slow car down low.
Got a bunch
Go
of
low.
cars up
Go
here.
high. Go low.
Holy.
Go high. Go high.
Holy macaroni! Holy moly! You hate to see it. The big one at 5 flags. Oh, jeez. We only got 2 to go here, it looks like. Coming 2 anyway.
Here to go. One more to go for the win.
The thing is, you get so much
Go high.
wheel into it, trying to get the thing to turn because it's kind of tight in center. A little tight getting in. Doesn't feel bad getting in. 3 and 4 is pretty good. Look at all the flash bulbs.
Slow car down low. Go high.
Whew.
Good job.
Get it up tap. Get us a
Good
love
racer,
tap.
13.
Turn 1. That's the big one. All right.
All right, good racing there, everyone. Like I said, the second 35-lap session should be opening up 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Top 3 will be dropping to the back. That'll be myself, Mr. Aaron Rogers, and 13-car Rob. We won't be taking a lap. Everybody else, you're free to qualify, and hopefully we'll see you then.
Great googly moogly. Trophy hunter. Well, the next one's going to be a bit more interesting because we're going to be starting from the back. We can see the fireworks. Can we see them? See them out this side. Yeah! Send up some more. No. We missed our photo op. Well, that was fun. How big is this track? About a half mile. Stick your head out the window. Yeah. So you ain't gotta tell us to stick our head out the window. Well, we better go up here because we might not make weight. Do we? We good on the weight? Actually, no. I think the weigh station's all the way back here. Oh, it's in the fence? That sucks. Can we go through this fence? Nope, we cannot. Alright, well, we'll just leave it here. The crew members will pick it up. Knievel's
Just
come get it.
breathing on it. Next thing I know, I was around.
Whew. Well, we had a couple times that we were a little bit slap happy. Let's
That
see
was
that
a
giant
pretty
wreck,
fun
though.
race, though. It was my first league race, and I'm
Look
pretty
at
happy
this
with it.
carnage going
As it was my first league race too. They had,
Oh
I think
my
I've maybe
lord.
raced 5
Brian
flags
Zimmerman's in it. Everybody's in it.
twice, and I think those both times in a Legends car.
I mean, what happens up
Yeah, I've
here?
only
It
raced
happens
here
in
a few
front of
times. This is
everybody.
not my best track by far.
I think everybody's just trying to get around this car right here. We got P18, P3, and then who got P4 right here. But I mean, I have a feeling he's probably fighting with P5, P6, 19, 8, 9. Zimmy was up to 10th. Let's watch it from Zimmy's point of view here. But the 9 car got a bunch of the apron right there. He was all out of shape. Goes up there and he's got a lap car to his outside. And gets turned up into the wall here. And right here, everybody goes right back up the track. And the hole just closes. Zimmy's just on the throttle like, hey, through here. And there we come. Oh my god, this is a huge one. Look at that. This is a parking lot. Unbelievable. That is incredible. Never heard of this track till now. Calling Ricky Brooks now. How do you start iRacing? Well, you buy a computer that can run it. You buy yourself a subscription on iRacing.com. And you start buying cars, you start buying tracks, and put in a lot of practice. That's how you do it. That was fun. Click submit. Alright, well, anyway, here's what we're going to do. What time is it? It's 9:52. So we've got a little bit of time before the other session opens. Let's go over here. And I want to see, there's a couple. Well, first of all, we'll watch us pick our way through this pack here. When they have that huge one down there. I'm serious. How many cars are in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cars out of 18. That's almost the whole field. Shout out to Chicken Taco 125. Oh yeah. Right there. I mean, we had this thing sideways pretty bad right there. I think that was the worst one that we had. You see a sawn on the wheel right there. But yeah, I mean, overall the laps probably look pretty consistent. You know, we had one slower one right there where I think we had an issue that we had to get around. Or no, these are practice. What am I doing? Alright, so 9, 8, 7, 7, 9, 0, 9, 9, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, 6, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, yeah. So yeah, and at the end there we were just kind of on cruise control. I mean, really just trying to get through it, but... See, Thomas gave us a run for our money, that's for sure. I'm digging that kind of like checkered out, almost Derek Cope style checker pattern split. That was pretty cool. You missed something big, dude. Oh yeah, you did. Whew, yeah, good job, Thomas. Fireworks, yeah. And Thomas gives us a little bit of love here. Anyway, if everybody transfers over, we'll be starting in the back. We'll be starting dead last. Yeah, alright. Well, I'm not going to break up the stream considering the other session is going to start here pretty soon. Somebody messing with our stuff. Luckily, we didn't hit anything on our burnouts and everything. One more question: how do I find a sponsor to support me racing a real league? It's not expensive like this league right here. I believe that this is free. You don't have to pay anything to do that. So, I mean, iRacing, it depends on how many months you buy together as far as what it costs you. I think, I want to say it's like $7 a month or something like that. It's not a lot, but when you get into buying all the tracks and stuff, so like this track isn't free. You got to buy it. So I think you pay $15 for this track. This car isn't free. I believe you pay $12 or $13 for this car. You know, but this is one of those cars that's open setup, so you can tweak the setups on it. You can do all that. The official series that iRacing runs, you know, they're open set, you know, so, and they have, you know, divisions and all that kind of stuff. Help me be fast, Aaron. What's the secret here? The secret to Five, well, first of all, I love Five Flags. Five Flags is a blast. It's one of my favorite tracks. I don't want to go Randy, Iowa on it, but it's one of my favorite tracks, mainly just because the cars around here, when they're set up right, they just feel like they're flying. There's enough banking. 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4 are different. Really, the big thing is you got to be on the bottom in 1 and 2, get it slowed down and stay down low, and drive it up off the corner. One of the big places that you lose time here at Five Flags is getting into and off of turn 2. Basically taking that low line, through. And I'll walk you through here. Let's take a look at the qualifying lap since we got time. Let's see here. Go to our laps. Let's go to our qualifying lap. So the qualifying lap, we get a big old run coming down the hill, and I'll kind of walk you through this here. So with this car in this setup, we're on the chip. So we're trying to enter as wide as possible and bring it all the way down to the white line. All the way down. We could have even gotten a little bit lower. But one of the other places you lose time here is it's really easy to follow that white line versus the wall. It's kind of hard to visualize the wall because of that break right there. It's not like this constant curve, So basically what you're looking at out there, you can drive it up onto the straightaway a lot higher. A lot of people, when they're driving around here, they end up holding it really low off of this corner, and you don't need to. You got plenty of straightaway to hold yourself out. As far as what works in a normal car is entering with this setup, it's different because you don't have that much speed. But in any other class, what you're going to want to do is enter right through here, right through those middle 2 lanes, get it woed down and get back down to the bottom. And there's a little bit of a dip right here up as you're exiting turn 3 and 4. And if you can hook it inside of that, the car will really turn and stick. And then you can get through and carry a little bit more speed. But that's what works for me at Five Flags. But the big thing is getting the thing woed down. We have really good success in the K&N car here versus other cars and stuff. I think we won a B car race here as well, which was a miracle. But this track just agrees with me. I like it. I like it a lot. It really helps you and behooves you to back up your corners just because the car itself gets really tight in the center. So backing up the corners, it just fits our driving style. That's really what it is. But the K&N car here is amazing. I love the K&N combo here at Five Flags. It's really, really nice. It's a great combo. But yeah, if you bundle up different things as well, and you can buy multiple things, and you can get a little bit of a discount. But once you buy enough stuff, they start giving you a discount on anything anyway. Yeah, good setup and practice does help. Yeah, awesome. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, I love this track more. I got my truck win here, thanks to Zimmy Zim. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's what gets me around here. But everybody's different, and I assure you, if you ask any other driver, they're gonna tell you, no. You drive it way hard down into turn 1. And with the brake bias cranked all the way out and just slide it into turn 1. And for the most part, I mean, the big thing is getting the car to turn and getting back to the gas early. And you can hear us in 3 and 4. You can hear us almost kind of blipping the throttle. And man, that iRacing flag man, he's just beating the hell out of that flag. Man, all right. So yeah, Zimmy did race that one. Where did Zimmy actually end up finishing? He finished 13th, so he got involved in that wreck. So he was up to 10th. It's probably he started in the back, so I mean he was making his way forward. But it's tough to pass when you don't have all that motor and stuff. I can't express that enough to you guys. And I'm gonna bring you over to the next session here. Just bear with me. But it's really hard to pass when you don't get a big run out of these corners because of the chip. And when you're on the chip, you just can't use all that momentum and outbrake somebody in the next corner. It's frustrating a little bit, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot you can do with it. It's just so easy to do it. If I was going to change one thing, I'd really just give a little bit of gear to this car. It helped tighten it up on throttle as well, because you're not going to be so high on RPMs. Probably tighten it up a little bit in the center as well, just because you're not pulling so many RPMs. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a fair setup for what it is and everything. Yep. No. We got one more race to do. So this is, and Scott in the chat, you can definitely explain a little bit more about this series. It's the, and I'll actually show you guys. It is the YAS Racing Association. So I don't know what that stands for. Yost Auto School Racing Association. Yost Automatic Scholastics. I don't know, but it stands for something, I'm sure. Yams are sweet. That's what it stands for. Yost Auto Sales. There we go. All right, well, I was close. Yams are sweet. It's kind of there. All right. Well, excuse me for not knowing. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Don't laugh. I learned quite a bit using a steering wheel on PS4. No. I mean, anytime you get into, and that's the other thing too, jumping from a controller to a wheel, and also most racing games that you play are, you have the ability to use third person, where you're behind the car. So getting into the driver's seat is a huge adjustment. It was for me. I never preferred that POV ever. So that's something that took some adjustment for me. Just getting into that kind of mindset that that's what you have to do, and just getting used to the spatial awareness. And you go through that over and over and over again with every car, because every car is a different dimension, and it's wider or it's narrower. It's something where, I mean, I can't express enough that it's, you can look at the people that are just crushing you, over and over and over again in these races if you're on iRacing. And yeah, swag bags. Yeah, I know. Well, I have a Yoast Auto Sale t-shirt. Scotty sent me one. Let's get this thing back up in my POV. Actually, we can move this thing over a little bit. There we go. Good. Yeah, driving with Bull. Shit, why do you say that? Now I gotta order 50 more. Oh man, what do you think of NASCAR Heat 3 League? Oh well, I understand why. I mean, they're trying to give some publicity to the just to NASCAR in general. I mean, personally, it's an arcade game, and that's what's frustrating about it. I mean, that is an arcade game. There's nothing. I don't want to say there's nothing to it, but I mean, it's an arcade game. With how it drives and how the setups work and everything. You can watch other people who do series. I watch WinValve stuff, and I mean, it's a joke. I mean, finally, he just gave up on it. Because it's a pain, because you try to do all these things that should work, and they don't. And it's a weird deal, really.
Car down low. Car stop low.
I was putting a little leg English into that one.
Car stop down low.
Alright, what do we run? 682. That's about what we ran in practice before. I think we ran a 685. So, I mean, I think we're pretty well dialed in. Should set the VR up so it looks like you drive with your head in the grill. Exactly, like we're the hood ornament. I know, we gotta get some t-shirts, man. We gotta get Yoast t-shirts. We gotta get some Randy t-shirts. We gotta get some Davis t-shirts. We gotta get like some catchphrase t-shirts going. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but you guys should all hop over in the Discord, which there's a link to in the description of the video. There's a section there called Bathurst 1000. And Bathurst 1000 is a 1,000 kilometer race that they do at Mount Panorama, or Bathurst. So it's a blast. It's in the V8 supercar. So we're working on that and trying to build up just teams and stuff to do it. You do it in teams of 2, and that's going to be a ton of fun. But anyway, Hemi over there, he posted a killer paint scheme based on this Chickadee car, which there's a whole video on, and I believe he posted it in that section as well. Thank you. Huh? Oh, yeah. I've had a headache for like the past like 2 or 3 days. No, I'm good. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, so anyway, Hemi posted a killer paint scheme replica that instead of Chickadee on the side of it, it says, what does it say? It says, hop on in. It looks awesome. It looks so good. I know. Steve actually got to meet Anna. Steve came down to the record store and actually got to meet Anna. I unfortunately did not get the opportunity to meet him, but I work down in the area that he lives quite a bit, so I'm hoping that someday I'll be able to reach out to him and like meet up with him for lunch or something and have some good times down there. But he's stationed down in Fort Bragg, down in Fayetteville, which is a little over an hour from where I live.
Oh, I got super top. Down low. Go high. Inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Inside.
Kirk is so tight up there. See if we can run this high side, because we're going to have to practice passing people up here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're just fine. I'm trying to figure out a groove I like here. I'm usually not that slow here.
Aaron stood me up. Hey, come on now. Pound the water hydrant, the headache away. I know. That's what Anna does. Try to be better about drinking water and just being healthier. Anna and I, we went to Disney, and man, they kill you. Anna was working out and dieting and all this stuff, and man, you go to Disney for a week and it's just, you pack on the pounds. It's crazy. We were on a meal plan, and everything there is not deep fried, but everything there is just so over the top, just like rich, whatever. Like, here's a buffet. Oh, here's, be our guest. So this is beef, what did I have? Oh, it was like scallops and risotto, and it's like, oh my god, just killing us. 3 female viewers. Well, you'll be surprised to learn that I look at the analytics pretty regularly, and I'll be honest with you, it shows as 0% every time. Some people don't have things enabled, like obviously we know Rachel watches, she donates a bunch, so.
Go low. Low car down low. Low car down low.
Brian's got the hang of it. Yeah, there we go. P2 for Zimmy. He's going to run away with this one, I'm telling you. This sucks because he didn't qualify in the last one. He probably would have finished second. Oh, no. Oh, man. I know, they lie. And then we got Teresa Rogers. She's watching, obviously. Anna's watching. Yeah, so loose on exit. Yeah, she's a loose girl. I mean, don't take that out of context. Anyway, so it's a loose car. That's what I meant to say. It's loose on throttle, like most super late model sets are. I know. Where's Rachel? We can make it 4. Oh, somebody clipped that cone. That's when you know you're getting down low early. The thing that's going to suck is we're going to have to use up our stuff here really early just to gain spots. With no yellows, we're going to have to rely on all hell breaking loose. All right, so Thomas, top 3 aren't qualifying. We just kind of start wherever.
Correct. The 13, 15, and 51 won't take a time. So it'll just place us wherever in the field with other cars that don't take a time.
Okay, do we just line up single file back there, or are we going to be inside and outside, however it lines us up?
It'll be inside, outside. We're following standard iRacing rules.
Plans for September 29th. That date rings true for me.
So just wherever the
Is
black
that the
box tells
Bathurst
you to
day?
line up, that's
What
where
is
you'll
the
be.
29th? Double file. I gotcha. I wasn't sure if we were doing it like kind of an EOL situation where we'd just be like 1, 2, 3. But that's fine. We'll do double file. Halloween.
We
No,
would, but the
that is
guy
the
with admin
31st.
permission is in Michigan instead of at home.
Oh, the Roval. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't have. That's what I remember it from. Okay. So there's a guy who I used to race Carolina Club Racers with, and he does some promoting, I guess, with Charlotte. He emailed, well, he sent messages to most of the Carolina drivers that were in that circle of friends with. So he sent us an invite that is basically $500 a person, and it's a suite. So you get to actually be up in the suite and everything. But I'll be honest, North Carolina in September, end of September towards October, that's a beautiful time to be outside. Oh, beautiful. 22 cars, is that what we got? Nope. How much now? $500 per person. That is for like suites and stuff, which is cool, but that's a lot of money, for just is basically what you get out of it is you get it's access to the whole race weekend. So you get access to practice, qualifying, the Xfinity race on Saturday, and you also get access to the NASCAR race on Sunday. That also includes food throughout the race and everything. It's basically you're in a suite with a buffet and also a private restroom as well. So the suite has a restroom. It's a cool gig, but it's a lot of money for that. And honestly, I don't think, because I can't. I mean, I wouldn't have to stay out there, but it's over a 3-hour drive from my house to Concord, which is where Charlotte is. But that's just a lot. You get free tickets, and the wife and you were planning on going. So yeah, if we want to make a trip, yeah. So honestly, Anna's never been to a NASCAR race, and I don't think that she would really like it. She's just gonna be bored. That's the thing. Anna could care less about racing and motorsports and all that stuff. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman for putting up with me talking about it and living this and doing all this stuff with you guys on a nightly basis. She's incredible to put up with that stuff. But Aaron hates everything that I love. Or Anna hates everything that I love. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, now with the attendance drops and everything, you can grab yourself a seat in what would probably be towards the end of the front stretch with a decent viewpoint for probably 65, 70 bucks. It's not expensive to do that portion of it, to just go to the race. It's expensive to park, where you're going to pay at least 20 bucks for a decent park spot, really. But yeah, time to get a sponsor to attend, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, it would be cool. It would be cool to have a meetup there. And we talked about it actually last year for the Roval because there were a couple guys that were going that are based in North Carolina. But ultimately, I didn't go, and I think a couple other guys didn't go either. So honestly, I keep telling Yost the next time they do a big old race at Southern National is in Kinley, North Carolina, which is only an hour from me. So I can go there, and that'd probably be a lot cheaper and a lot more fun to watch, super lates or late models or tour modifieds or something, bomb around Southern National. I think that would be cool. Yeah, she's a pretty cool kid, right? Yeah. Although Anna did say one thing that was kind of funny. So she met Steve, right? And I've never met Steve. The only people, I've not met anybody in person aside from Rachel. But what was funny was Anna's like, I think that your stream seems to attract like doppelgangers and would-be brothers and cousins and stuff.
Michael, what happened to
So
selling your
apparently
simulator?
Steve and I are kind of the same kind of look, where it's like short, kind of reddish blonde
All
hair.
right, everybody. Thanks for coming out for round 2 of our twin race series here in the
End of
YAS
November?
Super Late Model Series.
Well, keep it up, man.
This
If you
will
end up
be
making it to
a
Kinley, let me
35-lap
know.
race. Green flag only. Cautions are turned off. You will have one fast repair at your disposal, and the initial start will be on the leader.
Yeah, so we're going to grid up 15th, so. Zimmy put it up second. Not bad. What's our temperatures at?
Can I get an
77.
EOL so I can drop to the end so I'm not in anyone's like condition to win?
Sorry, can't do that.
Pit road is closed.
10-4.
So I'm a little confused about who was supposed to start in the back, top 3 or what?
Top 3 from round 1. It's 15, 51, and the 13 car. Since we didn't take qualifying laps, we're just lining up wherever iRacing told us to line up.
No admin
Gotcha,
notes.
thank you very much. Good luck, everyone.
Car kicking up the tires up there. Got this beef car up here.
Good stuff,
Alright, so the other thing that we got to worry about is getting run over. And it's not, if we do get run over, it's not going to really be the guy behind us' fault. It's just, there's going to be checkups, there's going to be guys that are slower than we are. We're going to have to try and pick our way through. And we can't forget, we won the first race, but you have to remember, we're kind of an interloper here. I mean, we're kind of a guest in this series. There are people that are in this series that have run multiple weeks that are racing for championship points that we don't want to mess up their race either. So if we're going to take it 3 wide, we need to be very cautious about doing so. Did not come out on the hair. Just general cousin look. Well, I saw pictures. Steve posted a picture of him in his house. We're not that different, you and I.
Pace cars in. Green's out. Green flag. Green flag. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Still there.
Whoa! Blinking in and out in front of us here.
Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
It's alright, we're making headway anyway. See if we can get a good run here.
Outside. Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Outside. You're in the top 10. Clear. Outside. Keep low.
Jesus.
Clear outside.
Trying to hold it low. Alright, well we can't let these guys get away, so we gotta go. Already making waves.
Is there no caution?
Got a car stopped ahead.
Oh, no yellow.
Go low, go low.
My bad if I got to you on my side it was next code. Sorry.
Should probably pull up the relative.
Car outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear. Outside. Keep low. Clear.
Whoa. Alright, well, we're up to 7th, it looks like. Say, don't leave me a lane if you don't want me to take it.
Car outside. Clear outside.
So I think you might have been trying to let us go. Alright, well, we're not halfway through yet. We're up to 6th, it looks like. So I'm using and abusing these tires more than I want to, but we kind of have to. Alright, well, we're reeling him in. Robbie, that is. So we are trying. We are trying very hard. They get harder to pass up here, that's for sure. Can't tell if loose.
Car outside. Clear.
So we're gonna need Robbie to make a mistake here, so we can get up to Zimmerman.
Car outside. Hold your line. Clear. Line to go.
Just barely. I want that top 5 though.
That will go. White flag. One more lap.
Well, we gave him a break right there.
Oh, this time I got an oil change up.
Car inside. Very
Oh, we
good.
don't need to be tearing me
Slow car
down.
down low. Go high.
Go in 44.
There's the second
Thank you,
flag.
thank you.
Great
Zip.
job,
They're
driver.
51. That was fun.
Yeah, 10-4. More laps. We needed more laps.
What happened to the caution? Or were there no cautions for this particular race?
Yeah, the cautions were turned off.
My phone
All right,
has...
good race, guys. It was a lot of fun with you.
Somebody ban
I'll
that
definitely
dude.
be
Come
back.
on, where are
I'll
my
be back
admins at?
next time for the twin
Race is over.
35.
Somebody ban that guy.
Good
Come
win,
on.
Blaine. We didn't have nothing for you, man.
Read the rules. Yep.
Yeah, so Scott actually has this next series posted in the league section. I believe we're going to Oxford Plains, IRP, and
So the guy is
Lanier.
like, "All right,
and
can I
then he's
get an
also
EOL? 'Cause
got
I'm
a series of
afraid."
long format races where cautions will be turned on. So we'll
Got him?
have
No, you
know,
don't.
both kinds
You're
of
not
we'll have
even
short
wrenched.
sprint races plus longer endurance races with cautions on, pitting for tires, that type of stuff. So it's a pretty full schedule.
Got him. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. We just didn't have enough time to do anything with the one. And honestly, we should have been doing. We should have been taking a wider arc into one than we were. But he was leaving the low line
The
open.
Tuesday night leagues are caution free,
Running a good line.
but the longer races
Could
they
not
got
get
on the
around
Wednesday nights are 100 lap to 150. They got cautions on them.
There are a couple times where we could have given him a bumper, but
Yeah, well, hey,
again, I don't know who's racing in this series. You know,
You're welcome.
we don't need to make noise in this series, I guess is what I'm saying. We don't need to be making too much noise in this series. I thought about like maybe we can throw it to the outside here, maybe we can do something. But no. Tried to. There you go. Banned. Season 1 is over. Right here, I thought we were going to get it. Just could not get back to the gas. We got up alongside of him once and just could not maintain it. But the car's really slippery off of 4, and that's the thing that sucks. But right here, we finally start ironing it out on the last lap, and this is what we should have been doing. About as close as we can get without touching them. Yeah, good job, Scott. Good league. Fireworks, they're still free. But yeah, Zimmy did pretty good considering. I mean, he had like half the practice that I had, if that. So, yeah, for him to haul it home, start second, bring it in 4th. I mean, I know he got freight train when he started on the outside. Look at the grid: 1, 3, 5. There's a reason for that. 1, 3, 5. The inside line just moves so much better. But yeah, exactly. And that's the same reason why we took it a little bit easy there. So we did. But I mean, that's the thing. You got to know your role. So I mean, if we come in here and jump in a league that we're not familiar with, that other guys, it's the last race of the season and they're running for points and stuff, and we jump in here and start raising hell and wrecking people and touching and everything, we just don't need to do that. The one thing I do want to look at is I want to look at the lap that we had where we got into somebody. I don't know if it was our fault. I feel like we were holding it down pretty low. 12 let us go. This is 82 right here. Well, I mean, it's kind of a racing deal. I mean, he's coming down the track to us, and we're coming up at the same time. You know, I mean, we're starting to track out here a little bit, and he's coming down. And this is what I'm talking about, where you're exiting the corner so low, you just don't need to do it. You know, it's slower. You know. Yeah, we killed him. Okay, nobody holds the brakes. Why would you hold the brake? I think he's already gone. Anthony Monroe. Yeah, he DC'd before the race was even over. Because I think he loses it again. Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing too is, I mean, he's coming down the track on exit of the corner. So, I mean, it's definitely not what I'm anticipating. But he lost it again shortly thereafter. Yeah, he lost it all on his own right there. Oof. Leaders barely got through there. Congrats to the champ, Thomas Grow. Well, good job, TG. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys had fun. It's good to get in the super late model and run around and muck around with that thing a little bit. It's fun. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I appreciate all you guys being here, and glad Yost got to watch us run a series and everything. I'm glad we got to do the interloper thing and catch a trophy. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you. I mean, this community is awesome. I really do love it. Everybody in here's, I mean, of course you're gonna have bad apples, but everybody who's in these communities in the Discord that we've got and everything, everybody there they're stand-up people. They do a good job and they're good folk. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So yeah, exactly. A big thank you to Yost for putting this on. And if you guys want to run it yourself, you can. Definitely look it up. It's just YAS Racing Association, and yeah, so that way you can get in and hang out, and maybe we'll show up. I mean, who knows? But looks like Thomas followed us up pretty much right behind us. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's a great paint. Awesome. Well, it's good to race with Zimmy there. Yeah, no problem. No problem. You're banned. Oh no! No. Well, we didn't make weight in the first race, so that win's vacated. So whatever. So be it. These cars are so cool. All right. Well, thank you again, guys, so much. And until the next time, take care.